Hello everyone. So our first problem of circular motion is the angular speed of the hour hand of a clock in degree per second is. So angular speed of the hour hand of a clock in degree per second. So here angular speed is denoted by omega. So omega is equal to 2 pi by t. So here 2 into pi is 180 degree and t is for our hand our t will be 12 into 60 into 60. For our hand we have to take one complete circular motion, that is 12 hour, but 12 hour we have to convert it into second. So for hour into second we have to multiply by 12 into 60 into 60. So by now cancelling this 0 and 0, so 6 3s are 18. Now 3 4s are 12. So now we have 2 into 4 into 60. So this will be 2 2s are 4. So 1 by 120. So this is our answer. 1 by 120 is our answer. So our next problem is, in vertical circular motion, the ratio of the kinetic energy of particle at the highest point to the lowest point is. In case of vertical circular motion, the kinetic energy at top position, means at highest position, is k is equal to half mv square. So at top position the value of velocity is, so v is root rg. So we have to take square. So this will be half mrg. The square and square root will cancel. So we have half mrg. So the kinetic energy at top position is half mrg. Similarly, we have to find the kinetic energy at lowest position. So that will be half mv square. So half m, the value of velocity at lowest point is root 5 rg. Now we have to put root 5 rg. Now by taking square we have half m 5 rg. So in this problem we have to find its ratio. So first, kinetic energy at highest position or top position, and kinetic energy at lowest position. This is top position or highest position, and this is lowest position kinetic energy. So half mrg divided by half m 5 rg. So this half will get cancelled. Similarly gg and rr also will get cancelled. So we have 1 by 5. This 1 by 5 is 0.2. So this is our answer, 0.2. Next problem. A car of mass 1500 kg rounds a curve of radius 250 meter at 90 km per hour. What is centripetal force acting on it? The mass of car is 1500 kg. Radius is 250 meter. So mass is 1500 kg, radius is 250 meter, and velocity is 90 km per hour. So kilogram is mks unit, meter is mks unit, but kilometer hour is not mks unit. So first we have to convert kilometer per hour into meter per second. So to convert kilometer per hour into meter per second, we have to multiply it by 5 by 18. So by multiplying it by 5 by 18, so 18 5s are 90. So this will be 5 into 5, that is 25 meter per second. In this problem, we have to find the centripetal force. So centripetal force, that is FCP, centripetal force, is mv square by r. So now we have to just put the value of m, r and v. So m is 1500, velocity is 25, but we have to square it, so 25 square, and radius is 250. So now 1500 into the square of 25 is 625 divided by 250. So we have to calculate it. So 0 0 will get cancelled. Now 150 into 25 and 625, we have to divide it. So this will be 25. Now by multiplying 25 and 150, so 25 into 0, this will be 0. 25 into 5, that will be 125. So here we have 12. 25 into 1, that will be 25 plus 12. So that will be 3750. So unit of centripetal force is Newton. Next problem. When a body performs a UCM, its tangential acceleration, UCM means uniform circular motion. Here we are to find tangential acceleration. We know that the radial acceleration is v square by r. So radial acceleration is v square by r, but in case of a body performs UCM, it's a tangential acceleration. So the tangential acceleration is 0. So radial acceleration is v square by r, but tangential acceleration is 0. Next problem. A particle of mass m is moving in a circular path of a constant radius r such that its centripetal acceleration is varying with time t as k square rt square, where k is constant. The power delivered to the particle by the force acting on it is. So here the centripetal acceleration is given as k square rt square. So centripetal acceleration is given as k square rt square. But we know that the centripetal acceleration is also can be written as v square by r. So this will be k square rt square. So v square will be k square, this r will go with this r, so this will be r square t square. So we have k square r square t square, this is the value of v square. From this we can find the kinetic energy. So kinetic energy will be half mv square. By putting the value of v square, it will be half m k square r square t square. So now what is power? Power is the rate of change of work with respect to time. So here we are taking work as kinetic energy. So this will be d by dt. The value of work which is we are taking as a kinetic energy is half m k square r square t square. In this problem we have to find the power. So therefore we are differentiating work with respect to time. So to solve this differentiation, first we have to check which is common value here. So m is common, m is constant, k is constant, and r is constant. So we are taking constant first, that is half m k square r square. So now we have d by dt t square. So we are just taken the common aside, half m k square r square. So now we have to differentiate t square with respect to time. So the differentiation of t square will be 2t. So from the formula x raised to n, nx raised to n minus 1. So we have the differentiation of t square, that is 2t. So this constant value is here, half m k square r square. Now you can cancel 2 and this 2. So our answer is m k square r square t. So this is our answer. P is equal to m k square r square t.
Next problem, what would be the maximum speed of a car on a road turns of a radius 30 meter if the coefficient of friction between the tires and the road is 0.4?
So what would be the maximum speed of car? Means we have to find here velocity. The formula for velocity is v is equal to root mu rg. So now just we have to put these values here. The value of mu means the coefficient of friction, that is 0.4. R is the radius, that is 30 meter, and we know the value of g, that is 9.8. So I am writing 0.4 as a 4 into 10 to the power minus 1. Now 30 is 3 into 10 to the power 1, and 9.8 is 9.8 just. So minus 1 and plus 1 will get cancelled. 4 into 3 is 12. 12 into 9.8. Now we have to just multiply 12 into 9.8. So 12 8s are 96. So here power will be 9. 12 9s are 108. 108 plus 9, that is 117. So 117.6. So approximately this root 117.6. From the given options, the answer will be 10.84 meter per second.
Next problem, banking of roads is independent of, means in this problem we have to check the banking of road, means that theta is independent of, on which factor it does not depend. So we know the formula for theta. Theta is equal to tan inverse v square by rg. So that theta is depend on velocity, that theta is depend on radius, and it depend on acceleration due to gravity, but it does not depend on mass of the vehicle. Answer is B. Next problem, the relative angular speed of the minute hand and the second hand of a clock is
the angular speed of minute hand. So I am denoting angular speed omega. For minute hand it's m. So omega m. So the formula for angular speed is 2 pi by t. So for minute hand, we know that in case of minute hand, to perform one circular motion for minute hand, it takes 1 hour. So 1 hour means 60 minutes. So 60 minutes means 60 into 60. We are converting it into second. So 60 minute, we are multiplying by it 60 because 1 minute has 60 seconds. So for 1 hour, we have to multiply 60 into 60. So this is for minute hand. Similarly, we are finding the angular speed for second hand, that is 2 pi by t. So this will be 2 pi by 60 second. So for angular speed of second hand, for completing one circular motion, it requires 60 seconds. So now we have to find the average speed. So for average speed, omega average is equal to omega s minus omega m. So now we are putting the values of omega s, that is 2 pi by 60 minus 2 pi by 60 into 60. So now we are taking 2 pi by 60 as common. So here 2 pi by 60, so in bracket there will be 1, and here remaining number is 1 by 60. So now doing cross multiplication, so we have 2 pi by 60. So here I am doing cross multiplication, 60 into 1 is 60 minus 1. So there will be 59 divided by 60. So cross multiplication is 60 into 1, 60 minus 1, that is 59 divided by 60. So now we have a 2 pi into 59 divided by 60 into 60. So now we can write as 2 pi divided by 60 into 59 by 60. So now I am dividing 2 by 60, so that will be pi by 30. So 2 3s are 6 and this is 0 here. So pi by 30 into 59 divided by 60. So this is our answer. Now just we have to multiply to give it right form. So this will be 59 pi. So 3 6 are 18 and this 0 and this 0. So 59 by pi divided by 1800. So this is the average angular speed or average angular velocity. So it is measured in radian per second. So this is our answer.
So this is the problem for your homework. Every student should find the answer of this problem and write its answer in comment section. सभी से अनुरोध है कि यह प्रॉब्लम का आंसर आपको YouTube के कमेंट सेक्शन में ही लिखना है, और जो भी ये प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व कर रहा है ये दिए गए प्रॉब्लम में से ही एक प्रॉब्लम जैसा प्रॉब्लम है।